Hello, welcome to Rematch, EGOIST Championship. Right now, we're witnessing Crash Out FC versus Mansign City, and let me tell you, this is going to be a good one. My name's Uni, and I'm joined here with the legendary Jack up north. Jack, how we feeling today?
I'm great, dude. I can't wait to watch some American rematch. As an Englishman, I've done a lot of casting of scrims between EU players and scrims between NA players, and there is quite clearly a difference, but I'm going to see it in the flesh tonight properly at a higher level, and I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, and looks like we're getting into it here. Let's see. Ball's going to start off. Being sent. Oh, already an interception from Ranger MMEXE. Closes into the box, kicks it back out. Rainbow flick. Oh my gosh, are we going to take a shot?
Ooh, that was a well-placed shot. It's unfortunate. He did manage to beat the keeper, but he's rattled the post. Lukey's going to have a little bit of time here to just get up there. Let's see if we do the classic meta of just laying the ball across into the 18-yard box. But it's quite clear the defensive defensive prowess from coming up from Mankshire can get. Oh, that was a close one. It was a well-placed ball. He got the priority, but he didn't manage to beat the keeper.
I love that defense that we just saw. It looks like they're going to reset back over to the goalkeeper, and they're going to try for another shot here. Do you have a player up mid? Oh, he shoots it straight over to the other GK. And looks like we're going to see another reset.
Yeah, Mankshire are going to have a little bit of time here to try and get a counter-attack coming out. There's plenty of options for Chikorika to go for. Goes for Ranger MM in the center. Great tackle coming out from... I can't quite read the name, but it was a good tackle. He's managed to regain possession back in the midfield now, and Ganji's going to be there to receive the ball into a 1v1 with the keeper. He's made too big of a touch, though, and the tackles come out from Falzai. It's back over.
Okay, and looks like he looks for a pass, gets it off. Can't quite see the name, but he has so much open field. Wondering if we're going to see a big play here. Block tipped off. Back out mid. They're going to fight for the ball, and Yoshi's going to get it. Reset.
Fish push. Oh, he's going to get easily displaced. Mankshire is doing a great job of defense. It seems to be a little bit of a tennis match, going backwards and forwards. There's constant counter attacks after each turnover of the ball. The bog ball comes in. Genji.
Ooh.
It's Ganj, not
with
Genji.
The score.
It's a great shot from the edge of the 18-yard box. He's placed it nicely in the top corner. It's difficult for the keeper to get a fingertip to it. And it's 1-0 Mankshire City.
That was beautiful. It feels like both teams right now are just getting used to each other. They're kind of feeling each other out. I'm really excited to see some of the plays that are going to follow that goal. But right now, currently, that is 0-1 in Manshine City's favor.
Mankshire. I keep wanting to say Manchester because they've gone for the Manchester funny, but it's almost a simple placement. But Yoshi is just having to really do his work here up in the upfield. Andrew's going to get that ball straight across the Rami. Oh, it's another one. He followed up so quickly after the first goal.
I love seeing these follow-up shots. Beautiful.
With it being 2-0, there's only a few minutes being in the game. There's still a good 5 minutes left of the match. It's still all to play for. They shouldn't really hang their heads too low. There's always the chance of bringing this back. Rematch, you can score a goal within 5 seconds, just with a well-placed cross, which we could see coming out here. Oh, it's good fingertip save coming out from Chikorito. Regain possession.
Chikorito's going to reset, regain, pass it over to Ganj. Ganj's going to be able to run it down. I'm wondering if we're going to see another chemical reaction between two players, or what's the play here? He shoots it down mid. Oh, wow. Nice. Beautiful chemical reaction straight off the bat. Crash still has 5 minutes to make something happen here. They, again, as you said earlier, like a goal can be made within about 5 seconds. So,
well, there you go. But it's 3-0, and I'm not too sure what the rules are on the mercy rules, but normally in a ranked match, one more goal, it would be game set. Oh, that is an unbelievable fluff from Yoshi. It's a misplaced pass back to Lukey in net, and now it's 4-0, which has confirmed my knowledge that this is not mercy rule. But 4-0 lead. There's still 5 minutes to play. Let's see how well they can come out with a counter attack. Which just comes to nothing.
Crash is still going to have a chance here. Yeah, we did just see a misplaced reset. Oh, wow. Beautiful interception from, I believe that's Pish. Pish is going to run it downfield and reset back to the other GK. GK is looking for a pass here. Sent off to Ganj. Oh!
That can often catch keepers off guard there, but there's another one coming straight back. I'm telling you, it's like a tennis match. It's backwards and forwards. The observer's going to get a headache in a minute. He takes his keeper on. Ganj with a well-timed dribble, just strafing around the keeper, giving him an open net just to place that ball in. 5-0 is pretty confident.
Yeah, looks like Manshine City's going to really appreciate that score. They're up 5 currently, Crash. I feel like Crash right now, they really just need to look for holes, open holes in the defense so they can see maybe if they can get a score off. Looks like he's going to run it up through mid. 1v1 situation here. Trying to dribble past him.
We got some AP slides coming out. It's about time we've seen some mechanics.
Looks like he's gonna gets tipped off by the GK, and then they're gonna all convert over into offense. Pass over to Ranger. Ranger's gonna have all that open field. Try and make something happen. Pass back. It gets lost. He collects it. Wondering what the play is gonna be here. Sends it back. GK collects it.
Yeah, it's pretty confident. The attacks they're relentless. They keep just pushing the keeper just easily from the counter attacks. And we're going to probably see another one come out now because the defensive placement coming out from Crash Out is not the best in the world. They need to be placing themselves ball side to win priority, but Ganj is just he's been given so much time here around down the right ring, but Yoshi's just got back in time, caught him off guard, but Ganj is still in possession of the ball. He's got options in the box. Ranger MM is waiting for the cross from Rami. Nice little bit of trickery coming out there, and it goes through the last defender. Ranger's going to have the shot on goal, but Lukey's in the best position for it. Easily claimed. A long ball comes out. We're at the other end of the pitch already, and there's the goal. This is what I'm saying about Rematch. It can just turn around so quickly. But that's the one goal, and they've still got a little bit of a mountain to climb.
Yep, it looks like Crash Out's going to be able to change 0 to 1. Maybe we can see something happen. I believe we have 3 minutes left. Definitely confident that anything can happen on this field. I just do love the, I guess, the way that Manshine City rushes towards the box. It feels like they have beautiful placement in case they do need to go on the offense. Yep, as we're going to see here, they're all just going to convert. And they're going to go to their respective slots. Ooh, beautiful interception. I believe that's Yoshi's going to take the ball. And it does get collected by Trikio.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice when it comes to pushing the ball like that. But Ganji's now going to set up a blade shot. He's rattled the post. It's come straight back out to Ranger. And he get a return. He sends it back to Ganj, but he doesn't get priority over the ball. And Pish is going to go for a challenge for that. And he's won it. But unfortunately, the pass has gone straight into the hands of Mankshire. But Falsey's going to be there to block off Rami's shot. Falsey's he's out of stamina, so he's going to have to lay that back, and it's going to be recycled for another attack. Yoshi on the outside of the 18-yard box going to lay it in with a soft lob. It's unfortunate he's missed that completely. He's beat the keeper, but he's beaten the goal too.
I definitely love the passes that I'm seeing from Crash Out. Those were some excellent lobs. It looks like they tried to mix up the goalkeeper, but the GK was on it. Ranger's going to kick the ball back out. Yoshi, that is, I'm sorry, it's a little bit difficult to see these player names. But
it is. This is Rami. He's got Falsey up on his tail, but he's going to go for the blade shot. Just misses the top left corner, but he comes back out to Ranger, who lays it back into Rami, and he actually manages to get that past the keeper this time, sending Mankshire 6-1. It's a pretty confident lead now, and it's getting difficult for Crash Out to try and make a comeback. Because these defensive positionings, Pish is almost there, but the miss input. 6-1 with 1:45. I don't know, Uni.
Yeah, it's gonna be 6-1. It's looking a little bit rough for Crash Out right now. Looks like they're just gonna try and send it and see maybe what they can do. I would love to see some more of those like team plays that they were trying earlier. I think maybe if they can just figure out just some kind of way to get past this GK. But right now, seeing some interceptions. Manshine City's their offense is just so strong.
And the key trick is it Trico Rico. He's doing a pretty good job in goal. He's positioning himself well to be able to intercept anything that gets close. And Rami is again in the hard attack for Mankshire FC sorry, it's Mankshire City. As much as it pains me to say that. Pish, Crash Out. They're going to be in a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. He's got option in the box. He doesn't go for the cross. He goes for the shot. Easy save for Trico Rico. There's 50 seconds left.
50 seconds left on the field. It looks like From what I just noticed from Crash Out, it looked like they were prioritizing an individual play. I feel like right now, like what they need to do is form themselves more as a team. Maybe go for an off the wall or a lob pass. But again, it's just they're going straight for shots.
It was evidence right then. They could have done an easy cross there. They could have rebounded it off the top of the crossbar. They could have done absolutely anything else besides just kicking it straight at the keeper. Yoshi's in a 1v1 with the keeper, just laying it off, and he's just completely missing the goal. You don't know if it's going to be a pass or if it's going to be just a missed shot, because the positioning's not the greatest coming out from Crash Out. And they might be living up to their name at this point.
Maybe we're going to see something from Pish Pish. One last shot to get it off, and it's collected by Ranger. Last shot goes to Manshine City, and that is going to wrap up today's game between Crash Out and Manshine City. That is going to be a 6-1 in Manshine City's favor.
It's a confident win. It was very clear who the better team was. The defensive positioning from Crash Out wasn't the best. The attacking plays coming out from Manshine City was just stellar, to be honest. The layouts were great. The positioning was great. And at the end of the day, they scored more goals. And that's what Rematch is all about. Scoring goals.
Absolutely. And it felt like Crash Out was just able to find a lot of holes and interceptions and get those passes off. But as soon as they started getting closer into that Manshine City GK goal, like they just couldn't follow through.
Can't convert. And at the end of the day, you need to convert those passes into goals. But I believe that's we're going to go to a short break, and then we're going to be on to the next game, because we've got plenty of games coming up. Hey guys, welcome back. After that first game, it was pretty evident that, well, one team just absolutely destroyed the other. But in this match, we've got No Fan, who are playing in the grey, and we've got Salty, who are playing in the red, and we're already kicked off.
I'm wondering if we're going to see a one-sided game, or if this one's going to be a bit more even. Looks like they're going to reset back to GK. Salty, Doc's going to push up, see if he can find a little opening, a hole in their defense. He does have a couple players on the right. Yep, he passes it off to Master. Master's going to try and get the ball upfield, and it's going to get back to No Fans GK.
It's going to be a play out from the back. The guy that gets has got the ball. He's got not Ross running into the 18-yard box. It's a wayward pass, an easy interception, but it's still in possession of No Fans. And King Experience has just done a little bit of a failed blade shot, but it's still in possession. And they're just going to have to try and find an opening and draw the defender out, but not Ross has managed to get the ball in. That guy gets priority, but it's easily in the hands of Doc Giottor.
Wow, I love that teamwork that we just saw from No Fan. Even though the goal or the shot got blocked, that was brilliant passing in between each players. Beautiful mix, and then it looks, ooh, wow. Cassis is going to be able to block that ball, send it off. They're going to try and get the ball back upfield very quickly. Right now, there is about two No Fanners in the goal box.
I like that one. I'm going to take that one.
Some No Fanners out there. Yes.
And some Salties. So Cassius is holding on to the ball, trying to find an easy pass. Doesn't manage to get there. Master's going to get a well-timed standing tackle. So Yomi's going to lay that out to Mask. He's channeling that pass into the center. He's going to easily slot that bottom left. You can't get any more bottom left than that. It's the best place to put the ball. At the current meta, it's sending it bottom left or bottom right as far as they can go. It's difficult for the keeper to get to, and we've just seen it.
That was a beautiful shot selection, and again, that's current meta. What would you say is, like, I guess the main meta that most teams should be going for, if there's any?
Well, it's like I just said, it's drilling it into the corners. It's difficult for the keeper to get to. A lot of the times, keepers need to preemptively dive, but if you manage to get it as far into the corner as you can, even if they try and time it right, you can still beat them. But a lot of the time, it's situational. It depends how close you are, and it depends how much... it depends how much time you've got on the ball.
I see. And it looks like, I believe that guy that gets, he tried to go for the blade shot. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. It's going to get intercepted by Master. Master's going to bring it upfield. Pass over to Say. Oh, wow. Tries to get ball past King. He managed to get it over to Mask. Beautiful chemical reaction from Salty. And that is going to be 2-0 in Salty's favor.
Lovely bit of tiki-taka from the boys there, and he's managed to do a little bit of skill too, showing off to his mum in the crowd, lays the ball through the Mask slots it, and the keeper's not managed to react in time. That was a well-placed shot. It's not an easy one to save at all. But that's 2-0 to Salty, and there's still 5 minutes left on the clock, so there's plenty of time. It's not over yet.
Yeah, that was, again, beautiful shot selection from Team Salty. I'm wondering how No Fan's going to react to a 2-0 currently. That guy's going to try and push up. Right now, he's got no coverage. Tries to find a teammate off the wall to Ross. Head bounce. Woo! And they were able to get that out. That was a little bit of a mix-up.
in England, we call that a Sunday League scramble, when it's just outside the front of the goal and everyone's just swinging legs, hoping to get a hit on the ball. And they've managed to come out and no goal's been turned over there. But it's just gone straight back into No Fan's possession. That guy that gets, he seems to be going quite far out into the center of the pitch. King XP is going to have time to take a shot, but Cases is going to pick up on the edge of the 18-yard box, straight back, recycling that ball, trying to find an opportunity, just laying balls out and hoping for the best. There's not a lot of strategy coming out from No Fan. It just seems to be sending the ball and hoping and praying. It just bounces off the wall or bounces off a defender and lands at the feet of one of the attackers. And we're at a bit of a stalemate. He's just going to stand still and wait for the pass. Sayomi's calling for the ball, but doesn't manage to get an accurate pass out.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an overshoot. Wow, not Ross immediately was on that, but it did get blocked back by Doc. And Doc, it seems like he's taking his time here. He kind of rolls the ball sneakily over to Say, but unfortunately he does get collected by that guy Gets, and he did, in fact, just get the ball over to King. King's going to... he's in a 1v2 situation, and he slides out. Master's going to be able to collect that. That guy Gets, recovers the ball, and they're going to do a little soft reset over to Ross. Left side of the field, it's looking a little bit open. Cases sneaks back into the box, and they get it back out.
Oh, Sayumi's going to dispossess not Ross there, but not Ross has managed to claim it back in the attacking side of the field, but it's just gone straight back again. It's just backwards and forwards. Aces is just going to play that ball back to the keeper so they can have a real reset. I'll just notice as well, like, it's not all the time in high-level rematch that you'll see somebody accidentally hit the slide, because it just takes you out of the game completely if you go for a slide tackle. If you're not accurate with it, it's basically a stun lock, and you're just out of any kind of defense or attack. Master Tilt's managed to win that ball over XP. He's seen the keeper off his line, but he's not hit an accurate shot.
Ooh, that could have been an easy goal for Salty, but however, they are up 2-0. 3 minutes left on the clock. No fans going to see maybe if they can find a way inside the box. He tries to get it over to Ross. Beautiful.
Ooh.
Once again, going for that bottom left shot.
It's about time we saw a nice attacking play coming out from No Fan. He's seen the positioning on the outside of the 18-yard box. The defender was off his man, and it just shows how important it is to play ball side of the player when you're defending and actually hit the button at the right time. He used his extra effort to try and get the priority, but he didn't press any other buttons to take that ball off of him. Mask is here on the right side of the pitch now, going to lay it inside to Sayumi. Great tackle coming out from Ross. There's some good tackles coming out. I think No Fan might be starting to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to see some extra effort and quick plays over to Cassis. Doc is going to be able to get that block, and once again, he seems to be going a very slow and patient, calm, cool, and collected route. When passing the ball off, he's going to do a short pass over to Master. Master's going to get it downfield to Mask. Almost. Wow, it seems that it hit bar.
We like that. We like that tiki-taka play. Well, I want to see passes throughout the entire team and a goal at the end of it. The King XP is going to go for a blade shot. He's banged it into the left side of the net, off the post and in. It's a great placement of a shot. The keeper was not in the right position for that. And look at that hair. I just want to take a bite out of it.
Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah,
it's
that
nice.
was beautiful.
It's not often you see blade shots actually work because they're becoming a little bit something easy to read, but the defenders were just not there to be able to take the ball off of him.
They are a little bit. They are a little bit. Got a little bit scary. Yeah, blade shots are a little bit direct. One thing that I have noticed is players seem to be doing blade shots in the lob passes and then to a shot. So I don't know. I do like seeing a lot of mix up. The ball is just getting passed around currently. No fan seems like they're starting to wake up.
That was a great pass.
That was a beautiful pass. They're just getting the ball around the field. It's going to get intercepted by Sayumi. And reset back into that guy gets.
Yeah, Say has to put more pressure in. That guy has too much time to be able to run out to the halfway line. There's a lob ball coming in. It was a great pass there again, but the keeper managed to actually read it this time. Pushing himself out to the edge of his box, trying to make use of his entire play area. Laying the ball out to Master Till. He's got options in the center here. Master's going to make a run, but he's seen Say in the back corner. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge here. Let's see if we can get a good timing. No, Say's won the ball. Out to Mask. Mask goes for a simple header and hits the post. It's unfortunate. That was almost a chance to take the lead. As No Fan are actually starting to wake up. It's 2-2, but there's a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, 1 minute left. Looks like the stakes are getting pretty high. King is able to keep the ball. It's going to get passed back over to Cassis. Oh, nope, that guy collects it. Master Tilt with the interception. They're going to try and flip into offense. He's going to go straight for a goal, and he gets it. Jumped for it, was able to make sure nothing happened there, kept the ball safe and secure, and he's going to try and bring it back up once again. It looks like they're playing very defensive here. They're able to get it out.
It seems to be that No Fan are just constantly going for that long ball pass, but the King XP's managed to rainbow flick over two defenders, but the shot just didn't manage to get around the keeper. He tried to put enough swaz on it to bend it around the keeper, but he's just too short. Master Tilt's going to take control of the ball now, giving it inside to Sayumi. Sayumi's going to run the wrong way, but he's going to give it back. They're playing the time. There's 15 seconds left. It's most likely going to go into overtime, into a golden goal situation.
Again, I just love the patience that we're seeing from Salty. Once they collected that ball, rather than just rushing it forward, they did just do a soft reset. Everyone just played a little bit further back, making sure that in case anything did happen, they were going to be able to get quick onto defense. Master Tilt's going to be in a fight with Ross here over for ball collection. He passes it over to King. Sayumi runs. Beautiful interception. Collected by that guy gets. Pass back over to King. Sayumi trying. He's extra efforting on it.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to end in a tie.
We've ended a tie, a stalemate.
Okay. Yeah.
I've not seen one of those in a rematch before, but Well, there it was. It was quite an even game. At the end of the game, it was quite even. At the beginning of the game, it was very clear that one team was better than the other. After the 2-0 lead, and then no fans just started to wake up. They started to do a better job. They were using the goalkeeper all the way up to the halfway line, playing those long balls in and taking advantage of the bad defender positioning. And then it ended them securing a draw instead of losing the whole game. So well played to both teams in that situation, to be fair.
Yeah, absolutely. No fan. I'm not really sure what happened, but it's just like they just started getting the sparks midway through. They just need a little bit of time to wake up, and when it was time, they woke up and they were able to tie that back up with Salty. So beautiful gameplay, beautiful passing, and just excellent shots all around.
That's right. It's just a shame that they couldn't convert to get the win. It's just one of those. That's what rematch is all about. It's backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. We're getting a neck ache from looking left and right. But yeah, it was an enjoyable game, and we're getting on to the next one, hopefully pretty shortly.
All right, and we're back. Just now getting into the FCB versus Team Z game. Looks like it's getting passed off to TZ. We're just gonna jump into it. I believe that is FCB in black and TZ in white. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, TZ already flooding the... Oh, that's a missed pass, and Blah is going to be able to get that ball back over to Mac. It's going to go mid. Emerging out of just nowhere to get that interception. And it's going to get reset back again into the GK.
You think there's going to be some kind of goal coming out from a play, and then all of a sudden it just gets handed over so quickly just because of a well-timed tackle. Ball's going to go straight across to McDaddy. McDaddy's going to be dragging that back. What has happened to the ball? That ball just got sent flying. I think we just saw the first pinch in rematch. That got sent all the way to the corner. Is that Yon? Yon taking hold of the ball. Going to lay that ball across to Emerge. Emerge taking a big touch around his defender. That's great football. He sent it into the top left. That looked like a real football play with the big touch around the defender. Insane.
Okay. Can you break that one down for me? So, like, real football play?
Yeah, so when a player has speed, like, for example, he just used his extra effort, which is why his feet turned purple, and he's hit that push ball at the same time, so he's done a really hard push, and he's run around the defender to get onto the end of his pass to himself, like he's passed it to himself. And that's the kind of thing you see out of, like, top-level football players. Trello.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. What a sneaky little shot from Tello. Able to just...
You can't even get a time to think. You can't even think. It just happens so quick.
Yeah, that was a lightning fast play. Mac over to Tella, and then back kick. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful back heel from Tella into the goal. 1-1. They just immediately tie it right back up. I believe that is FCB just biting straight back at TZ, letting them know, hey, you're not going to be able to get this that easy.
Oh, yeah. It's that quick in rematch. The ball goes in, but it's just been cleared out easily, and it's now in possession of FCB. They're going to be doing a nice little bit of tiki-taka in the centre mid, but he's run out of stamina. He's not managed to get to the ball in time. Back in favour of Team Z. Oh, sorry, Team Z. McDaddy laying the ball across to Blah. Blah's got a lot of opportunity for a cross here into Tello or McDaddy. He's got options. Passes it inside to Tello, but Swazza's going to be there to intercept. Straight back into Jeff's hands.
Oh, wow. Emerge in a 1v3 situation. He is able to get out. How was the play here off the wall over to Swazza. Head bounce. Jan's going to try and collect that. I'm going to go for another attack here. Trying to get past a couple players here. Swazza a little bit in the mix. Ooh, wow. Back over to mid to Tello, and it's going to be an offensive push from FCB. Off the wall to Blah.
Ooh.
Tello almost with a headbutt into the goal.
Did you see how Tello teleported there? That's actually a technique in rematch called a TP, where if you time your extra effort right at the same time as hitting your push ball button or your pass button, you'll almost teleport to the ball, and that's what it looks like to everybody else.
Oh my gosh, lightning fast plays from FCB. It's going to get reset over to Ruckle. Ruckle's going to pass the ball over to, is that Blah? Blah's going to run it downfield. Blah! Oh, wow. Yup, and there it is. Over to Tella, and Tella's just going to, he's getting these, like, head bounces, these sneaky, just, goals, and it's working. It's working out for FCB.
We love to see a blade shot rebound. There's the blade shot, there's the rebound, there's the simple header. The goalkeeper's dived out of the way, giving a completely open goal. You can't miss it. If you miss it, you're off the team. It's one of those situations.
Like Jeff's going to take the ball.
He's got so much time.
Yeah, he has a lot of time. Everyone's just crowding that GK box. Swazza kicks it. That's going to be left field into Emerge. Emerge 1v1 with Tello. Oh, wow. Gets past Tello.
Slide.
Beautiful. Oh, my God.
Hippie slide alert.
Pass over to Jan.
Woo.
Almost a chemical reaction with Jan and Swazza.
Good hands there from Blam. That was a nicely played out play, but it didn't manage to convert anything. Tello holding onto the ball in the corner. Emerge has jumped in too early, but he's managed to beat his man. He's laying the ball across, but nobody's there to receive it. Nobody's there to receive it. And it's just getting recycled back now. He's got to try and find an opening. A long ball to McDaddy, crossing it across to Tello. Tello's going to be holding that ball straight back to him. 1-2 plays. Gone straight for the shot, but Jeff's there with his big hands holding onto that ball.
That could have been a very dangerous play. I saw TZ, they really just chased the ball a little bit over there, so there was definitely holes in the defense, but luckily TZ's goalkeeper was able to make sure nothing dangerous happened. Blah doing the same thing, passing it back out over to Mac. Mac's going to have plenty of open space to make something happen. Is he going to take the chow? He tries to get the ball out, and it gets intercepted by Swazza. Swazza over Jan. Tello. Long pass over to Emerge. Intercepted by Ruckle. Ruckle's doing an extra effort, see if he can get downfield. Break past Emerge.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. Beautiful pass over to Tello. They still have a chance at a shot here.
How has he managed to get that? Sometimes it just makes no sense, but it just works. Ruckle was completely out of stamina there, but the pass went to no one. But there's a completely open goal. Oh, he's read that so well. He's read that the keeper was too far off his line, sent it all the way across the pitch. Now that would be a goal that's valid for a Puskas, which is like one of the best goals scored in the whole season. All the way from the halfway line, love the keeper. That's really good vision. Really good vision.
Yeah, that was amazing awareness that we just saw. Beautiful vision. Blah's going to be able to get that off. They're going to tie that back up. Mac is going to run towards the GK box. Ruckle with a blade shot. Blocked by Jeff. Those blade shots, they're just so aggressive and quick, but they're able to... Those GKs, they're definitely doing their job, making sure nothing gets past. I feel like they do just need to pass the ball a little bit around those direct shots. It's a little bit easy to read. Going to see a reset. Blah back to Mac. Mac's going to run it downfield towards the left. Tello's in front of him. Will he get the pass off? Oh, he's going to interject into the box. Ruckle over to Tello. Tries to dribble a little bit. Little dribble magic.
Making it's difficult. The defenders are placing themselves really well in front of the goalkeeper, because if he takes a shot, they're just going to take hold of the ball. And unfortunately, they've got a good counter attack, but they're just not able to get up the pitch. They're too far back, so they're running out of stamina to get on the attack. It's been laid out to Ruckle though on the outside of the 18-yard box. It's not going to do anything though. They keep trying to do these pass plays. They pass it to themselves, but they're not managing to get there. The counter attack's on though for Team Z to nothing, and it's going to get recycled back again.
Yeah, seeing a lot of self-pass plays. Mind you, this is the EGOIST tournament. Oh, and we almost saw Swaz's ego flare up there, but it did get blocked by FCB's beautiful GK. Tello's going to take the ball. Try and get past the merge. Beautiful dribble magic. Oh, wow.
Great use of mechanics. Woo! Great use of game mechanics in the dribbling. The thing is, this game is also a mental game. When they see one of the attackers doing some solo plays like that, you don't see it that often. When it happens, you kind of get stun locked, and that's exactly what just happened there. And that's giving them a 1-goal lead. It's 3-2. There's a minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to try and do some all-out plays here. They're trying different tactics. You've seen long balls. You've seen one-on-ones. You've seen all sorts, but they just can't seem to get past Ruckle that often. And FCB are taking a high percentage of the possession this game. He's
wow.
He's done a rainbow flick over the keeper.
Unfortunately,
he's
it doesn't
absolutely whiffed. He's choked it.
That could have been huge for FCB. TZ might still have a chance here. They still have a minute and 13 seconds to make something happen. Emerge, tries to get the ball. He slides it back into FCB. FCB's going to run it downfield. Blah, that's all Blah with the lob. Jeff able to collect it. Looks like he tried to figure out something a little bit sneaky, and they're just going to get a nice, clean little reset here. Tello's going to take the ball, and it gets collected by GK. He was on that. Pass over to Emerge.
Have switched. He's gone too far out of the box, but luckily Emerge was there to switch to goalkeeper to take hold of the ball. But he's done a really great ball to Yorn, but it touches too much, and the keepers managed to grab it out and actually do a well-placed pass to give them possession to be able to get a counter-attack here. Ball going across to Tello. Tello's 1v1 for the keeper, but he's ran straight past the ball.
I know that feeling. Fortunately, it looks like he tried to run with the ball, but it did just get left in his footsteps. Mac's going to take the ball, though, and see if he can get another chance here. Tello's just waiting in the box. Pass over to Blah. Blah's going to lob it over. Blade shot. Mac's going to collect. Can he do anything here? Extra effort. Looks like they're just going to reset and play time.
There's only 10 seconds left. The guy just going to play time. They're going to park the bus. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to see another opportunity here just to solidify this win. Blah's just going to keep hold of it, actually. He's just going to keep hold of it. There we go. Last shot, and that's going to be game. FCB 3, Team Z 2.
Wow. I love those plays that we saw. Again, very individual plays in the EGOIST Championship. Tello with the... Tello with the 3. Oh my gosh, yep. It just goes to show, if you have a dangerous player on your team, like, the whole game can change. That was very close, but Tello was just able to find open spots and just make sure to secure it for the FC.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was TZ.
Yeah. It's not very often you see in higher level rematch these solo plays, because normally they just get read by the defenders. But in this case, Tello did a really good job of just actually using mechanics and dribbling past the defenders, getting himself into a position where he could just pass the ball. Like I said, if you see somebody doing great skills, it almost stun locks you. You think, wow, I can't believe he's actually doing that. And then it's split-second decisions, and you just can't seem to make them. And then it just slides straight past you into the back of the net. And it was really well played from SAB there to win that. At the beginning, we didn't really think they had that much of a chance, because I think Team Z was quite clearly, at the beginning of the match, a better team. But as the game went on, the team started to gel more, and they ended up winning the game.
Yep, so we're going to take a quick intermission here, and we'll see you back in a few.
Welcome back. We're going into our next game. It's going to be between Salty Rats and Dolfino FC. Two animals battling it out. A sea animal and a dirty vermin. So we'll see how this plays out. But I'm relatively excited because we've already seen Salty play, haven't we? I think we have,
yep.
Uni.
Yeah, we definitely have. And it was a close game last time. I believe they had the tie. So we're going to see how they fare against Dolfino. If they're able to come out on top, if it's going to be another really close game, or if it's just going to be completely one-sided.
Yeah, it's nice to see. It's very clear the different teams, they play different meta. They play different ways. So we'll see if Salty switch things up for this one, or if they continue with what they know is going to work out. It's quite clear that we've got Salty fans in the chat. So we've got Vermin Gang, or we've got Porpoise Gang.
Let's see here. It's going to get kicked back off to Dolfino. Hendrix push up. It looks like he's in a solo fight. Doc's going to be... Oh, he misses the collection. Hendrix is going to try and take advantage, but Doc is able to collect. Hendrix runs back down towards mid. It's going to be a 1v1 matchup here, and the ball gets sent off to Sayumi. Sayumi versus Fuego in a 1v1 situation. Sayumi's trying to fight for that ball. Mask is going to be on the collection. Hendrix tries to intercept. He can't quite get it, and it's going to be reset back to Doc.
Yeah, Tilt's under pressure already. There's very high pressure coming out from the attacking players of Dolfino, which is good. But now they're gonna have to hold on to their men and let Doc run this out. Long ball coming across to Mask. Mask is going to take hold of it. Hendrix is going to be able to get the well-timed jump to intercept that and completely cut all potential chances. Hendrix is going to continue running though, and he's not really got much of an option besides just passing it laterally across the pitch, and it's just going to slow down the pace of play a little bit. They need to try and find an opening, but Master Tilt's managing to do a good job staying all side, so they know that they can't get that cross across, and the Griff's going to get his hands onto the ball. It's going to be a slow play out yet again.
Looks like he's going to long it over to Sayumi. Sayumi's going to get the headbutt, but it does get... Oh, wow. Blocked by Sayumi. Fuego's trying to make sure that he stands on top of it, and Griff is going to collect it. Griff slowly walking it out. Doesn't seem to be any players around him. He has a lot of open space here. Pass off over to Fuego, and Sayumi once again with that interception. He seems to have a lot of headbutts and blocks. Explosion is able to collect it. Fuego tries to collect it, but Mask is going to be able to get it back out. Tries to pass it over to Sayumi. Hendrix with the interception. Hendrix in a 1v1 situation here. Pass back over to Fuego. They're just bringing the ball back and forth, trying to find a hole. Sayumi, Hendrix, back over to Mask. Wow, just straight back and forth ping pong fight here. Sayumi with the collection. He gets flooded into the box and just passes back out. Master mid tries to take a shot there. Ooh, almost a pass off to Sayumi. Reset through Fuego.
Rattling that post. It's about time we've seen a shot on target. It's a shame they didn't go in. There's some really well-timed tackles coming out. It's not the easiest thing in the world to time these tackles, as well as timing these jumps as well. And the long ball's going to come out to Explosion, but Explosion's not going to be able to get past Doc. And Doc's going to roll that ball out to Master Tilt. Master Tilt's going to have to try and find some options here, and he's seen one. He's going to get on the other end of it. Mask running into the 18-yard box. Nicely up to Sayumi, but he's completely missed. And it's just going to get collected by Hendrix and recycled back for a counter-attack.
Looks like it's going to be Hendrix' ball once again. Hendrix is trying to get a pass off to Fuego, and it looks like they tried to take a shot there, but it did get intercepted. Fuego on it, making sure that Hendrix keeps the ball. He's running straight back over to the box. It looks like he's trying to set up for another shot, and he does collect it. Tries to get the rainbow flick. Collected by Master Tilt and reset back to Doc.
The rainbow flick pandemic. As soon as it happens so much in rematch, like the rainbow flick it works like 50% of the time, maybe even less, and it's just too easy to defend, especially at this high level. Doc gonna be laying the ball out to Master Tilt. Master Tilt's seen the run from Sayumi, but he can't really get the ball across because the intercept is gonna come out from Fuego. And here's the counter attack. All these black shirts moving up. Fuego gonna go for the blade shot. Easy save for Doc Jota though. He's not placed it too far enough into the corner so the keeper can't save it. It's not the easiest thing in the world to try and get on target, especially if you want to beat the keeper.
Yeah, Fuego did have it looks like he went for another rainbow flick there when he was close to the goal, and it did work out for him, but unfortunately that blade shot, it was just a little bit too predictable. Right now we're seeing Griff with the collection, and he's looking for an opening for a player to pass it off to. Takes it up a little bit slowly.
We see this a lot in rematch, don't we? The keeper just running it out, and there's the long ball straight across. That's what they're waiting for. They have the keeper run out all the way to the halfway line, waiting for that long ball, for a guy waiting on the end of it, and there it was. A big fat forehead landing onto the ball, slapping it into the back of the net.
What a long pass with Fuego making sure that he's there for the follow-up, able to get that headbutt off. That is 0-1 in DFC's favor. We're going to see how Salty responds here.
Dolfino. The Dolphins take the lead against the Vermin. But now, let's see if we can see a little ratty tactic. But no, we don't. There's a good slide tackle coming out from Master Tilt, stopping all potential advancements towards the goal. Hendrix is just going to take his time, laying the ball across to Griff, back to the keeper. He's going to have to try and find an option somewhere up the pitch. And his run's going across. Fuego's going to be there. He's not going to aim towards goal, but he's just going to try and regain possession, giving it across to Explosion. Just a bit too much on the end of that. Explosion's going to have to try and whip that ball back in. He's got an option in there with Fuego. Let's see if he can get a good accurate crossing. He does, but Master Tilt manages to get a priority, and Hendrix is just going to slam it straight back to the keeper, just giving the possession back over to Dolfino.
That was a beautiful individual play. Fuego was able to bounce the ball off of, bounce the ball off the wall over to himself and try and get that pass off, but it unfortunately was collected by Salty. Master's going to collect the ball. Fuego breaking past him. Salty's GK back on it, making sure it gets back over to Master. We're going to see an offense here from Sayumi. Explosion Max. Looks like the ball's in the corner. Intercepted. It's just a little bit of a dog fight, a dog pile, and it's damn, yeah, it's still just back and forth. It's just
standing tackles everywhere.
Yard. Right.
Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's just difficult to try and find an opening, and they just seem to be running directly at the defenders, just hoping that if they just get a knee on the ball, it goes past them. There's a ball cross coming in, but unfortunately Explosion wasn't in the position to be able to receive it. Hendrix has time here. 3 defenders of Salty in the box, waiting for that cross just to win priority, but that pass could have been a lot better. The potential was there, but the pass just wasn't.
I certainly saw the vision with that pass. Unfortunately, it just didn't get through. Doc's going to take the ball up a little bit slow here. Pass over to Master. They do have some open space on the right. Explosion's trying to catch up to the ball. Pass over to Sayumi, and almost beautiful shot selection on that bottom left corner. As we've seen previously, that bottom left corner is quite lethal. Fuego's going to take the ball up, and let's see how he plays this. Blade off the wall, but Explosion unfortunately wasn't able to collect that. Hendrix is able to collect it though. Are we going to see another off the wall pass to himself? Sayumi with the collection and reset back to Doc.
Yeah, the blade crosses are coming out, but it seems the communication isn't there. He needs to say where he's going to kick the ball, so then they can position themselves to receive the ball, and they're just running into the goalkeeper, which isn't the right thing to do. But Hendrix is going to be taking control of the ball, giving it back to Explosion. Nice 1-2 play, giving him the ball through, but Master is going to be there first. And he waits for him to do the standing tackle so he can return the favor, and the ball's just gone straight back, and it's going to get recycled yet again. But it's almost a mistake from Griff there. There's a minute left on the clock, and Dolfino have got the lead, so they can take their time. And Salty needs to start pulling something out. There's a nice cross coming in from towards Explosion, but Explosion has completely missed the rebound shot, and it's back in the possession of Salty, who need to do something with this ball now.
Yeah, Dolfino does have the option of playing time here if they have possession. Oh, wow, and it looks like Salty was able to tie it back up with Sayumi. Beautiful shot in that, again, lethal bottom left corner. Wow.
He sent that straight into the side netting. There's no better place to put it than into the side netting. The keeper could not react to that in time, and that's equalized it at 40 seconds left on the clock. It's all down to the wire here.
Explosion Max is going to take it up. Pass over to Fuego. They're going to try and play a little bit fast and make something happen here. Fuego trying to get past Mask. Can he do it? He's dribbling. He passes it off the wall over to Explosion. Pushed out by Sayumi, or collected by Sayumi versus Hendrix. Looks like they're going to reset back to GK. Take it a little bit slow here.
Yeah, the 17 seconds, they're going to have to make a play here, otherwise it's going to be a stalemate draw, and there's going to be a run coming out from Sayumi. Can Sayumi collect the ball in time and get the ball into Mask, who's completely unmarked? He can, but Mask wasn't expecting him to be able to get that cross across. We've hit 0, and can he get the bicycle shot? No, he can! He's missed the ball again! He's completely missed! Oh! That might be... Oh, he's going to hate watching that back. He's going to hate watching that back. He absolutely chokes that. There is the opportunity here for another fallback. Can he get the cross across properly? No! And it's going to be in the hands of Griff. And that's going to be most likely A draw? Unless there's a time... If it's time-based, Fuego's going to be a 1-on-1 with the keeper? No, never mind. Oh, what a roller coaster.
Yeah, that was a lot that just happened. Oh, it looks like Doc left the game, and they're going to end off on the tie here. That was almost lethal. That could have been another point towards Salty, but unfortunately, I'm not really sure what happened there. It just didn't go through.
There's a word in the gamer world, and that's a whiff. That's a big whiff. Completely open net, and he's whiffed. Big choke there, but unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. And that's going to end the game off on a draw, and we'll see how the next game plays out when we see it in a few minutes.
All right, we're locking into our next game. That's Football SC versus FC Barcha. I want to see some teams devour each other. I want to see something good. So let's sit back, watch, and see how this one goes.
Yeah, these guys have named themselves after I believe it's a blue lock team, FC Barça. I thought it was Barcelona, but turns out it's from the anime. And then Football SC, very clever, very good thinking for the football team. I'll say that. And I've never seen a football team called SC, which I believe means soccer club. And obviously, I don't call it soccer; it's football because you play with your feet. So we'll see how this game plays out. If this is it's not the first time we've seen Barca, I guess, because I think we saw them earlier. I'm not 100% sure though.
I believe we saw them. Yeah, I recognize Telio and Mac.
Oh, I remember Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
And Tello is the one that we've got to keep our eye on.
Yeah, Tello, I believe he scored a hat trick during his last game. So again, yeah. I think players are going to be a little bit weary of Tello. Greed's going to take the ball here, and Tello already with the interception, passing it long pass over to Toxic. Toxic's going to recollect.
I think he was going for goal there. I think he was actually going for the net, but Toxic was in the right position. He's going to give it across to Greed. Toxic's playing a strange position. He's meant to be in goal, but he's all the way up in the attack. And it's just been handed over. Ruckel's going to take hold of that. And let's see what FC Barca can do. They're going to give it into Trillo to give him that individual prowess. Nope, it's just going to be a little 1-2 with the enemy team. Across to Blau on the right wing. He's got options. He's got an option with Tello in the middle there. He gives it straight to him. Nice little rainbow flick. Not going to be the keeper, though. Toxic's there.
And that was a beautiful defensive formation from Football Soccer Club. Gray is going to be able to collect the ball off that pass, and it's going to be a 1v1 situation between him and Tello. Max might... Oh, nope. Oh, wow. Ruckel with the collection. It looked like it almost got past him, but Ruckel was able to make sure to get that off to Tello. Tello's going to pass it over to Blah. Blah with the lob back over to Tello. We're going to see a 1-2 here. Tello trying to break past Gray. Ooh, breaks past him. Goes for the shot. Mac with the recollection. Let's see, Greed tries to push up. Tello, and it looks like it got bumped off by Gray, but Blah was able to make sure. Oh, blade shot here. Collected by Greed.
Aim for the net. Aim for the net. They keep missing. Just aim at the net and shoot it in the goal. It's going to get recollected by Football Soccer Club. Let's see what they can do. If they need to get a nice little bit of passing play going off, but the passes just seem to be so bad. And then Blah is taking over on the right wing. He's just making a fool's play out of Gray, but unfortunately he's just had a big mistake. Gray's gonna lose the ball, and it's back in the possession of FC Barca. There seems to be a lot of mistakes coming out from people. They might be nerves, it might be they're not very warm, or head loss, but we'll find out. Ippy slide coming out from Greed, laying it back into Somivato. He's got a little bit of time. One-on-one with Tello. Gotta go for the blade shot rebound, but the rebound is going to nobody but Ruckel's feet.
Yeah, we still do have 5 minutes and 30 seconds here, so maybe the nerves just need to settle a little bit. Some is gonna... Oh, wow. Mac was on it. Some, before I could even speak, he was able to get that pass off to Gray to take a shot, but Mac was able to make sure to get the block off. Ruckel with the collection, and he's gonna kick it off down to Tello, and it looks like he is able to get there first. Between him and Greed. Greed trying to make sure he can lock down Tello. Tello passes it out to Mac. Mac passes it back inside, and
the thought process was there, but the pass wasn't. These passes seem to be a little wayward. They have the right idea, but they're just not getting to the place that they want them to go. Toxic is going to run all the way up into the opposing half. Gray is going to take hold of the ball. Blade shot cross coming in. Nobody on the other end of it but a defender's head. And it's just going to go straight back into the possession of Barca. And they're just going to... It's a wayward pass. Like I just said, they want to put the passes in the place, but they just can't get it on target. We need to see some better passes if we're going to see some goals.
Yeah, I'm looking for maybe more accurate passes or accurate shots here. It's a little bit mixy towards the box. Some is able to collect the ball, and they're going to spread out here. Gray trying to get past a couple players. Finds Greed. Tello able to collect. Brings it back out. He's in a 1v2 situation here. Maybe... Oh, he's going to take his time and just reset it right back to Ruckel.
It's always good to reset because if you try and get a counter-attack and everybody's just being on defense, there's no stamina to play with. And stamina is something that you need to be aware of. He's going to go for the long shot, but Ruckel is already there. He could have beaten him if he actually aimed and got it on target, but I think that was a pass off the backboard. Blah, got to be playing it out to Magdaddy. Magdaddy's got options in the box. He's going to take his time, lay it across the Trello. Tello's got onto it, and he's sent the keeper wayward. And I think maybe he tried to take the shot there, but ended up laying it back to absolutely nobody. And there's enough defenders there to get the header out. Sambafato is going to continue running up the pitch. He's got Greed in the center. He tries to pass it back to him, but like I said, the passing is just not up to scratch.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get reset over to mid. Gray in a 1v1 situation with Mac. He is able to get out of it, but passes it. Lob over to Greed. Greed over to Sum. Off the wall. Tello's able to collect, and Ruckle's able to grab. He grabs the ball, and looks like we're just going to see a little bit of a conversion here. Blah on the right side, pushing up, and Mac's going to see if he can set up for the box. Blah, we're going to see here, a little pass, and bumped off by Greed. Big dogfight happening on the left. Tello able to get the ball. And looks like he's just going to play it a little bit slow here. Oh, ooh. Finds his way past some beautiful dribbling, and he's just holding onto the ball here. Greed with the head bump back out, and Sum's going to be there for the collection.
So Sum's going to put himself into a 1v1, although Tello is already back there to be able to get the defense. Sambafato went for a Ronaldo chop, but Tello was already there to receive it. I think it's about time we start turning up the Tello meter, because Tello needs to start doing some individual plays, because that's what won him the game last time. And he's going to have to do it now. But I don't think he's locked in. He needs to lock in a little bit more. He needs to blue lock in a little bit more for FC Barsha.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to find some open hole through their defense. Tello is going to try again here. It's all Tello here. Individual Greed sneaking up on him. Tello kicks it off, tries to pass it to himself, maybe, but Sum is able to collect the ball and get it straight back out. Greed, bring it up mid. Blah with the interception into Tello. Can he get a shot off here? Oh, wow. He finds a hole. Couldn't quite make it into the goal. Blah still fighting for that ball.
I think that was the first golden boost that we've seen. That's a mechanic that it's not easy to do, but when you do it, it's really powerful. It's a really quick change of direction, really quick paced change of direction. It almost looks like speed hacks, but it's a legit mechanic and that's currently in the game, and we need to see more use of that, because that's how you get past. Blade shot coming out from Blah. It's got to be a rebound, and Tello was there to receive it. He's lotting it straight past the keeper, and that's going to be finally a goal for FC Barsha.
Tello letting the other team know that he is in fact a striker. He's able to get a quick bump and pass Toxic. That was a beautiful goal. It looks like nerves are starting to settle down. How is FSC going to respond here? Sum's going to take the ball up. 1v1 against Tello.
I'm counting numbers here. I don't think there's enough players on a football soccer club. I can only count 4 people, and the same for FC Barsha. This has become a 4 versus 4. Tello's going to take control of the ball. Grey Fox is going to be able to just take the ball off of him. There's a minute left on the clock, though. There's a minute left. We need to see a play coming out. 4 versus 4. There's a bit more space now.
Like Gray's going to pass the ball off for a shot. Ruckle on it, making sure he can collect that. Pass off over to Blah. Blah's going to run it up on the right. Looks like he has a lot of open space here. Tello sneaking once again over to the box. Oh, tries to get the pass over to Tello. Gray was able to intercept. Mac's going to be there to collect the ball.
It's all well and good being in the position to be able to defend the ball, but they need to have somebody to pass to. And unfortunately, because but one person on both teams has just evaporated into thin air. Huh?
Oh yeah, we do have a 4v4. Yes, so wait, currently we're in a 4v4.
Has it been 4v4 the entire time?
That's a good. Oh wow! Whoa! Clean shot. as we're looking at the logistics of things, FCB was able to sneak a quick shot in through an open goal. Not really sure what happened there. The goal was just left open, I guess, after they kicked that one out.
Sorry. Has it been 4v4 the entire time? All these other games that we've been casting, are they 4v4? Wait, what?
I believe so.
Am I in an alternate universe? What's going on?
Well, we are on the space map, so...
Where am I? Well, it's 2-0 FC Barsha. It's a pretty confident win. Tello's going to probably try and slot another goal in for a 3-0. Never mind. And that was the game. I'm losing my head. Has it always been 4v4? What? I'm losing my head here.
So we are in fact in the 4v4 here. That's 2-0 and FCB's favor. Looks like Tello once again, bro. Tello is just, I guess he's just a permanent striker. Every time we see Tello on the field, he's just able to collect these goals. Able to collect every single goal. He just makes his name known. So that was brilliant plays from FCB. And I guess we're going to go ahead and move forward on to the next match. But with that said, we're going to go into an intermission. Hey, welcome back. We're locking into our next game here. And speaking of lock, our next match is Blue Lock 3 versus Crash Out FC. I'm really excited for this one. I want to see if Crash Out, we reviewed one of their games earlier. I want to see how they perform this time up against a new team. So let's get into it.
Yeah, I believe Crash Out was the first game that we watched, and I think they lost. So let's see if they've done a little bit of warming up since they're about to play against Blue Lock. Blue Lock 3, I believe they are. And also, this is a 4v4, so I'm not going to lose my head this time and think that people have disconnected or evaporated into thin air. So it's going to be a bit of a different look. I mean, a lot of people have actually asked for ranked 4v4s and ranked 3v3s because they play differently to ranked 5v5s. Because 5v5, you've got more people to pass to, and you've got to use a little bit more brain. Whereas 4v4, you have a lot more space, so there's more opportunity for individual play. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's any Bakiras or any Itoshi Sais. Any you need to name more because I've not watched Blue Lock.
I got it. Maybe we'll see some Barrows. Maybe we'll see some Nikos. Possibly any a rough diamond Isagi. Maybe So.
Yeah, what he said. I just watch football, dude. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I believe that this might be one of the last games that we spectate. So let's hope it's a big. Let's end on a banger, dude. Let's end on a banger. Let's see what happens. Banger, dude. So just waiting for the game to start. This is the longest time that we've had to have a nice little chat. So far, do you feel like they've lived up to your expectations? This high level rematch play. Have you seen rematch play like this before?
Honestly, now I'm mostly on the casual scene, so this is kind of my first introduction to something, I guess, this high level and competitive through rematch. I've been seeing some crazy plays. I've been seeing some beautiful passes to teammates and a lot of just individual solo plays as well. Sometimes it has worked out. Oh, sorry. Oh,
thanks, production.
Looks like thank you so much, production. But yeah, I've just been seeing some incredible things go down, and I think with this last game, we're going to see some incredible things as well. I'm just really excited to see.
I'd hope so. When I came into it, I was hoping to see some sick plays, but I've seen nothing but wayward passes. I've seen nothing but bad aim. So yeah, I want to see some. I want to see some good aim. Some good aim. I want to see some good aim. I want to see some. I want to see some good passes. I want to see some tiki taka. It's a 4v4, so we should see some spiciness. I want to see a little bit of spice. In this game. Gotcha. If these guys are naming themselves Blue Lock, whatever it is, Blue Lock. I mean, it looks like Blue Lock 4, but they're registered as Blue Lock 3. So if they're naming themselves after an anime, you'd expect it to be pretty lit. So let's see it. Let's see it. I mean, crash out might crash out. We'll see what happens, huh?
I see the team names just got changed. Are we running a different team?
Never mind. Ignore everything that we just said about Blue Lock. We've got Manshine City again against Echelon. So let's try not to say Manchester City, because I'll feel sick. And it's still the 4v4 format, so we'll see what happens. I think when we saw Manshine, it was 5v5. So see what happens there. 3 people out on the pitch, 1 in the net, which probably explains why where you see the goalkeeper going really far up the pitch, because they have to try and get involved in the attack. Because if the further up the pitch they go, the further back the defense goes, which makes the counter attack much more difficult. So this could be a fun one. I hope it's a fun one. We've not seen Echelon yet.
Yeah, this is our first time seeing Echelon participate. We have seen Manshine, not to be confused with Manchester. I keep reading their name acronym and that C. It's almost getting me, but I'm going to try my best to make sure I stay consistent with that one. And yeah, we're just currently just waiting for this to get started here, and we're into it.
We're in. Alrighty, so we've got I nearly did it again. We got Manshine I believe in the red, and we've got Echelon. That was so quick. That happened so quick.
Oh my goodness.
Where am I? 6 seconds into the game, and we've already got a goal. And I believe it's Manshine. Yeah, Rami is going to get at the end of that. It's actually a well-played rebound, self-rebound, and they're just sinking it past the keeper. I don't think they were expecting an attack that quick.
Let's see. So yeah, that was 1-0 on Manshine's favor. They were able to get a very quick goal just now. Zushi gonna recollect the ball and see if he can find someone to push it up to. Now he's playing it very slow. Looks like they're playing pretty deep into the GK. Almost got a quick goal too. Try to get it, but Try was able to collect that. Genge with the recollection back to Try.
I recognize Trico Rico. He didn't play for Echelon. He played for a different team, but it's one of those systems. Same for... hold on. No, this is... Yeah, Manshine. I'm an idiot. Zushi's going to collect the ball for Echelon, and Oni is going to be in an immediate tackle against Ranger, but he's managed to get around it. The ball was well played, but Harmon didn't manage to lock on, but... Nah, it's just going to come to nothing. But this is rematch. It's going to be constant back and forth. It's going to be constant switching of possession.
Yeah, that's Echelon. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful passes from Echelon. They're playing the space very well. Zushi, they're just going to reset here. It looks like if they don't find an opening, they're just going to go for a reset, even if most of the players are downfield. Oni tries to get a quick one, but Tree, I believe, is on that, and he's going to send it right back to Zushi.
Oh, dear. They're going for the long balls. You see, there's constant long balls. It's just about trying to get the priority of the ball. Sometimes when the ball's flying over your head, you're expecting the ball to go ding, and then the little crosshair goes around the ball so you can actually shoot. And it just needs to be just in the right range. Speaking of range, Ranger tries to lay that ball into Rami, but unfortunately it was a bit too hard. Harmon was already there. Zelius is going to give the ball straight back to Zushi. We're going to have to see a... Oh, that was really close. Sometimes when a goalkeeper drops that ball down, you get the standing tackle right, you can dispossess it. He's managed to get it. Oh, he sank that so far into the top left-hand corner. That's a bar down shot. We call it a bar down.
Telling the whole team, bow down to me. The ball revolves around me. He was able to collect that and just get a perfect shot. Wow.
Well placed.
Bounced
there
off
by
of the bar.
I think Ganj has been trying to get one of those since the last game that we saw them play, and he's finally managed to lay it in there. Only's going to be getting all the ball up, and now he's managed to take on Ranger with a simple push ball. Going to be self-set-up blade shot, but Trico Rico's just closing him down. It was very clever from Trico Rico to push him down like that.
Manshine just absolutely dominating the field at the moment. However, Echelon does have 5 minutes, 45 seconds to make something happen. Maybe they can get a quick shot. They've been going for a lot of just like rush attacks here, but it just seems that Manshine is just on it every single time.
This is the 4v4 tactics. It's a lot different in 5v to 5v5. You can't just keep going for these long balls because you don't have the players there. So normally passing around tiki-taka like we just saw, but unfortunately Oni was able to get a very good standing tackle, dispositioning, laying the ball across, but it's the wrong place. It's the wrong place to place the ball. Harmon's still got a hold of it though. He's got options. He's going to give it to Zulius. Zulius, great tackles coming out from Manshine. They've seemed to have really stepped up their game since the last game that we've seen them play.
Yeah, and Echelon, it looks like they almost tried to go for a tiki-taka there, but it was a little bit of an overshoot, and again, they were just playing with 2 players. Looks like it's going to fall into the hands of Remy. Remy versus Zulius here. How's he going to play this off? Over 3 players with a beautiful shot. Wow, absolutely devouring. That's 3-0 in Manshine's favor. Manshine deeming themselves as a threat.
The blade shot setup, you don't see blade shots that often work, and it seems to have sent the keeper to the wrong direction. And it's 3-0 is quite a comfortable lead. They can choose to either park the bus, keep defending, and not try too hard to get these goals out, but just shut them down. With only 4 players on the pitch, it can be quite easy to do that. And if they can do that for the next 4 minutes, they'll take the win.
Yeah, it looks like Zushi, he's just playing it very slow here, just kind of bringing the ball back and forth. Finds someone, Oni tries to get a shot, and it just gets blocked. Again, those long shots just haven't been working. I feel like right now Echelon needs to prioritize maybe doing a different play, trying to play a little bit closer together as a team once they have control in that box. But again, it's going to be reset over to Manshine City.
When you start seeing people doing random inputs, like Oni just tried to take him on, but I think it's just a little bit of head loss there because the 3-0 down, the heads are going to be sunken, but they just need to switch on. They need to switch on, get some nice passes going out there, pushing that ball up the pitch, and actually put some pressure onto Trico Rico. Zulius is going to take hold of the ball. He's not going to be able to get that pass off to Oni, but they still maintain possession. Ball's going across to Harmon, but again, the pass is just going wayward. They need to get these passes accurate if they want to try and get themselves in the back of the net.
Yeah, that was almost dangerous on Manshine's end. I saw Trico Rico try to go for the ball, but he wasn't able to get the ball first. That could have been lethal, but luckily, I guess that pass just didn't go through. Trico Rico making sure he can recover the ball, passing it off to, I believe that's Ganj, over to Remy. Remy's going to be in a 1v1 situation here against Oni, just getting the ball out. A lot of open space here. Ganj in a 2v1 situation. Ranger passes it off, finds someone, bumped by Zulius to Oni. Remy with the interception and the reset.
Going to be laying the ball back. They're going to have to try. They're trying some tiki-taka here. They're trying to play triangle passes. It's a classic thing of football is triangle passes. It's because it allows you to pass around the defenders. And if you keep making the runs, you can slowly move the ball up the pitch. But they just seem to have aborted that and just gone for long balls. And it works for Ganj, but Oni's able to get there and deflect it, which has put him now in a very dangerous counter-attack. Oni's going to be running up the pitch. He's got one-on-one with the keeper. He just needs to sink it past him, but he's run straight past the ball. The ball just didn't want to stick at his feet anymore, and he's lost it. I think he might have run out of stamina, which affected his attachment to the ball, but they're still in possession, and they've just lost it because of a wayward pass, but it's going to get recycled back. That was a really simple and clear chance. He had passes left and right, but unfortunately, it got away from him.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an awkward play. He seemed that he had a goal in mind, but he just maybe ran out of stamina there. Try is going to be able to get that ball over to Ranger. Ranger's going to run it downfield. Long pass over to Remy. Remy in a 2v1 situation here. Headbutts, 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 tiki-takas, and back over to Remy. Looks like it's reset to Try.
Headbutts, headbutts, headbutts. You're not wrong, you're not wrong. Blade shot pass coming out to Rami. Rami just manages to get her over the bar. It was such a close one. Almost managed to solidify a 4-goal lead. There's 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. It's gone so quickly. They've gotten pretty close. Echelon have gotten close numerous times. They've laid that ball into the front of the goalkeeper. Oni's been getting on the end of it. Harmon's been getting on the end of it. But they just can't seem to slip it past the keeper. And I think that's because Tricarico knows how to play goalkeeper pretty well. He can close down the angles. Oni's going to be in a position here to get the ball across. See, there he is again.
Absolutely right. I've noticed that from Echelon, they have a very great mid control. They're able to just always get the ball upfield and into the box, but it just seems that when it comes down to that execution, like they just can't follow through. Maybe they just need a little bit more teamwork towards that offense. I wish if we could see the teamwork that they bring in the midfield just closer to that 6 is that the 6-yard box?
The 6-yard box, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Then maybe we could see a point from Echelon, but 50 seconds on the clock.
Blade shot coming out, 1v1 with the keeper. It's 4-0. It's that simple. Just play the long ball. If there's no defenders back because they've put everybody up in attack, it's that simple. A blade shot to beat Zushi in the net, and that's taken them to a 4-goal lead. I think that's comfortable enough with the time that we've got left, which is only 45 seconds. It's got to be difficult to get 4 goals.
It's going to be a little bit hard for Echelon to make 4 goals. Maybe they can make it happen. Looks like they're going to go for a rush play here. Zushi just playing with the ball, brings it mid, super long pass over Hammond, but it hit the bar. Unfortunately, wasn't the most accurate shot. That is something that they really needed. Oni's going to strip the ball, try again, and again. Once again, it's just blocked out in Ganja's hands. He's going to pass it over to Remy. 20 seconds left on the clock. Lob back over to Ganj. I'm just going to take the ball.
They've just got to take the time here. They just got to take the time. There's 10 seconds left. They can either try and rub it in their faces, get another goal, which they managed to do. It was a simple pass, a simple lob pass to a bicycle kick. And there you go. It's 5-0. Manxai have really managed to set themselves apart here. Echelon have had no chance. From the first goal, their heads have been sunken, the positioning's been bad, and unfortunately it's just a simple case of head loss, I think. The communication's not been quite there, the passes have been wayward, and 4 seconds left. It's game.
Yep.
Oh, ooh,
almost another shot. Oh, and that is 6-0 in Manshine's favor. Looks like they were able to sneak one more shot in at the very last second. One thing about this game, I noticed a lot of the shots from Manshine, while they were lethal, they were kind of basic. They were just lob passes into just a regular bicycle kick. And sometimes simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
Oh yeah. Keeping it simple is a key thing in real life football as well as virtual football. It's simple things will always work as long as they're done right. It's fundamental rematch, fundamental football, and that's won them 6-0. That was a pretty interesting game. It was an interesting one. Since we've seen Manshine already, I wasn't expecting a whole bunch, but they've really brought it to the table here in this 4v4 format. But I believe that wraps up the day. I believe it wraps it up.
I believe that was our last game for today at the EGOIST Championship. That was awesome. That was amazing. A lot of teams just playing, trying to figure things out. And I noticed the longer those games went, the more just compatible the teams felt. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time.